Today I broke my streak of no fap for 36 days. A week before before today, week and a half before, bro, I was waking up with boners like every single day. Like, I used to wake up pushing that shit down, and like Newton's third law was like, no, I want to come up. Um, as the title of the video says, I wanked off, but I feel good. Today in the morning after I was done with my assignment, I just felt I don't know, like I've been on NoFap for a while now, and I still watch porn sometimes, but I don't wank off to it. I find it disgusting now as opposed to before I got on this NoFap mindset. I feel disgusted by it now, and I don't feel the urge to wank off. Obviously, I do get hard on, but I don't feel the urge to wank off. I probably like I told this on the cult Hamza's cult on Discord once that like I just touch it, but I don't ejaculate. It's like I think that's called edging. So yeah, I do that, but I haven't like mindfully like I've gotten like 3 wet dreams in this 36-day streak, but I haven't ever when I'm like awake done it. But today I watched and I did do it, and I did it twice. uh, but I don't feel bad now. When Hamza explained his like no fab strategy and like how to actually be successful with no fab, he says that the people who start getting onto no fab, they have this very bad addiction of porn, right, which they have built over their whole like teenage life. Like, let's say the guy is like 18, 19, I'm 19 now. Let's say the guy has like built so much addiction from all these years. So and then they just come across some stupid ass fucking no fab. Oh, I hope YouTube doesn't cancel me for the bad words. Anyway, they come across some stupid nofap YouTuber, and the nofap YouTuber says, "Oh yeah, you do for 2 weeks, and then you see this, and then after that on day 30, and then after that your testosterone on day 4." Shut the shut the fuck. What these nofap YouTubers basically tell you to do is they tell you to look at a result, they tell you to count the days, and they don't understand the mental effect behind it for the people who start off on this nofap journey from the start. Because for a guy who has been watching porn and wanking off like every single day, probably multiple times a day, like, bro, it's impossible for him to get to like day 30 or like day 40 or whatever day. And the thing is that when they don't reach that day 30, day 40, but they probably don't even reach day 5. So what happens is that like their self-esteem gets like absolutely destroyed. It's like telling an obese guy that you have to go to gym every single day for the next 2 years if you want to like change your body, and if you even miss a single day, then all the benefits that you did, let's say you went to gym for like 3 days or for 3 weeks consistently, and if you miss even one day, then it's done. You resetted everything. That literally translates this day 15, day 30, day 40. That literally translates to telling an obese guy that you're gonna lose all your progress if you miss even one day of gym. Is that not like fucking cruel? So the mindset reset that Hamza gives is that when you're starting out on this no fap journey, right? It's okay to fap again, right? Like, the logic is that you have built this habit for like 6 years, 7 years, if not more, and you're planning to get rid of it in the next 15, 30 days. How is that possible? It takes, psychologically, it takes 4 weeks, like around 28 days to actually form a habit. It takes that long. So if you want to create the habit of not fapping, it will take you a minimum of 28 days. Like, forget about the relapses which you'll have. It'll take you 28 days to get to the habit. And even after you get into the habit, you don't know if you're going to get consistent, right? There's obviously going to be relapse. Nobody's perfect in this world. So it's okay to wank off even though you are on nofap. What Hamza says is that you used to wank off, let's say, 5 times a day. Okay, but for numbers' sake, just let me say, 5 times a day you used to wank off before you found nofap. Alright? And then instead of just going full monk mode for the next 30 days, what you should do is just try to reduce that number. 5 times a day. Okay, I'm starting nofap. Today is like February 1st. I start nofap. And then I do day 1, day 2, and then day 3 I'm still on Instagram, and I see some ass, and then I get a boner, and then I wank off. Right, on day 3 I've relapsed, and then later that day again I go to subreddit, and then I find some anime porn, and then again I wank off. And then after I've wanked off on day 3, I'm like, fuck, okay, let's start again. Then after that you go. Now 4 days have passed, and then you feel the urge to watch porn, and then you wank off. Okay, on day 7, day 8 you wanked off again, and then you start again. And now it's been 6 days, and then you get a boner in the morning, and then just feel like doing it, so you did it. Okay, so it's on day 15. Now 7 days have passed, 10 days have passed. Oh, you wanked off again in 1 day. Okay. After that, from there it takes 15 days, and then 20 days, and then 30 days, and then probably months. And if you extrapolate this over the long term, the number of times you've wanked off in this period of time has reduced. So before you found nofap, you used to wank off 2 times a day, every single day in a year. So 365 times 2, that's 600, 730, right? 730 times you wanked off in 1 year. Let's say now you only wanked off for 1 time every day for the next year. That's 365. That's literally half. You have reduced your fapping habit by half. And then you reduce it to once in 2 days. Again, halved. And then once in 3 days, 5 days, a week. So that's the mindset you need to have when you're getting a nofap. It's okay to blow your load off, but what you have to do is be mindful. You need to understand why, what was the urge that made you want to do it. So I'll make a video about this later on. I had a realization once after I had wanked off I think 2 months back, about how I got to that place. I'll make a video about that soon. But that's the mindset. It's okay to relapse as long as you're reducing it on a greater scale. And that brings back to the title of the video. For 36 days, I didn't do it. I wasn't counting the days. When the thing is that you shouldn't count the days. On this mindset, you shouldn't count the days, because it gets, you become more hooked onto that numeric thing rather than your mindset, which is another video I could make about why people actually fail on nofap. Probably a video I should make. It's you shouldn't look at the numbers is what I mean. Oh yeah, the title. So it had been 36 days since I did it, and I was getting bonus every day, so it was getting very uncomfortable. And today I did like a good amount of work about my uni work in the morning, so I'm like, okay, fuck it. And like I saw a pretty good video. Fuck it. Girl knew how to blow, bro. Blow. Fuck. And yeah, I did it, and I did it twice. So, but I know, because I'm not a guy who wanks off anymore. That has been engraved in my mind, so I don't really feel bad about it. Although I do feel lethargic. I read for around 20, I think I read for 20 minutes, and I went to my bed and I felt like sleepy. So yeah, like wanking off has many bad side effects. And once you realize, and once you see those side effects, and once you get out of it, then you'll start to see the benefits that nofap can actually give you. So yeah, I did wank off today, but I don't feel very guilty. Even though I did twice. The second time I did it intentionally and I felt a bit bad. I'm like, I shouldn't have done it, but like, it was a very good video. Change your mindset. This is my first video that I'm recording, and I think my slogan. Actually, before I say that, the reason I'm recording this video is because I just saw this. So, make a self-improvement YouTube channel. So I'll keep coming back to that video. I want to start my own, not start my own YouTube channel, but send my message out to at least my close ones. Hopefully, building it into a group of few men who have the same mindset as me. Hamza's is do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. I thought about this for a while. Not a while, but I also want to do something with discipline. So mine is start becoming comfortable with discomfort.